Hey friends, Dr. Amber here. We are rounding out this series on your personality type. So if you are somebody that you hear people say often like, oh, they're so lazy. You don't know how to follow through. Like, why you don't be following up on stuff? Or if you're somebody who people say you're too strict, you have too many rules, too many lists, this video is for you. We've been talking about your Myers-Briggs personality type. So we've gone over 3 sets of the 4 preference pairs that make up your Myers-Briggs personality type. So if you haven't seen the rest of them, when you're done watching this one, make sure you go back and watch them all so you can have a full context of what your personality type means and what the different letters mean and how they show up in the way that you show up, both communicatively and relationally. So we've talked about extroversion and introversion, which has to do with how you give and receive energy. We've talked about sensing and intuition, which has to do with how you take in information, thinking and feeling, which has to do with how you make decisions. And then finally, judging and perceiving, which has to do with your just natural orientation to the outside world. Like what is your worldview and your perspective on the way things are? So people who prefer judging are, again, super practical. They love lists. These are people they love a post-it note. They're going to write things down. They might even write something on the list that they've already done just so that way they can cross it off for that dopamine hit. I'm a J, so I can say we. People who prefer judging are just, they like structure. They like rules. They like to play by the rules. They like to do things as they're supposed to be done. Where people who prefer perceiving, they love spontaneity. They feel really suffocated and restricted by rules, and they want to have more freedom in how they show up in the day-to-day. So like I was saying at the beginning of the video, if you're a P, people probably have called you lazy, or that you don't have any follow through, or that you're like sometimey or wishy-washy because you change your mind often. That's not necessarily true. That's something that we get wrong about people who prefer perceiving or perceivers. It's really more of like, hey, I like the freedom to be able to make the decisions that I feel are best for me. Whereas having to follow some strict list or a set of rules feels a little challenging for me. So also another misconception is that J's, or people who prefer judgers, don't know how to be spontaneous. The thing that I keep driving home in each of these videos when we talk about these misconceptions and these stereotypes that we have based upon our different personality aspects of our personality type is that all of us fall on a continuum. We all have traits of both of these pairs. It's just one that you're more comfortable with than the other. So it takes a little bit more effort for a J to lean into their P a little bit more, and vice versa. And I think that once we know that and we understand it, it makes it so much easier to give people grace, to be empathetic towards their approach, especially if you see them trying. So whenever I'm doing keynotes about this, I always talk about my best college friend. She and I are travel buddies, and every year we try to go somewhere together, at least once a year. And we don't always make it because, life, but we travel, we love to travel together. And so our very first trip together, we went to New York City, and she's always been super spontaneous. I always say that she's a one-woman parade. Like when my friend walks into the room, the whole room lights up. It lights up when I come through too, but just in a different way. Like she has this really infectious laugh, and she's a great person. Anyway, we were planning this trip to go to New York, and I was like, okay, what are some things that you absolutely, what do you want to do while we're there? And she was like, girl, I don't know. We can just go, we can just see. And I was like, we can't just go and see, friend. It's New York. We need a plan. And so I said, okay, tell me what your top 3 things are that you want to do. Do you want to go to see the Brooklyn Bridge? Do you want to go see the Statue of Liberty? Do you want to eat pizza? What you trying to do? And so she gave me her things, and then I came up with 3 things, and I was like, all right, cool. So from this list, we will pick one thing to do each day at the top of the day. And then that way we're free to roam about for the rest of the day. I'm a J, she's a P. So that helped us both meet each other in the middle. I'm not the type of person that when I travel, I have to have every hour of the day accounted for. I don't like doing that. I do also like a little bit of freedom and spontaneity, but I also want to feel like we're getting the most out of our day and the most of our experience being in a new place for the first time. So once we had our list going, boom, it was great. We had so much fun on that trip. And because of my J, we got to check some things out. We went to the Apollo Theater. We went to Harlem. We stayed in Brooklyn. And we went to Harlem, we rode the subway, like we did everything that we wanted to do we ate at Sylvia's, like, and all the memories are coming back now. This was like 2017, so it was a long time ago. But y'all, we had so much fun. And then because I leaned into my pee with her, we rode in this little like caddy cubby thing. What's it called? It's like a bike cab. There's a name for it, but I can't remember it. We did that in Central Park, which was so much fun. And the guy had his radio playing, and like, oh, that was so exciting. We rode on the Brooklyn Bridge on this little streetcar because somehow she found somebody who gives tours on a motorcycle that has a little sidecar. And yeah, it's not a streetcar, it's a sidecar. So the man was driving the bike, I was sitting behind him, and then she was sitting in the sidecar. Oh my God, like one of the best memories of my life was going across the Brooklyn Bridge in that damn sidecar on that motorcycle. So the point of all of this is to show you that if you learn how to just flex into your different types, the different aspects of your personality type, it's worth it to do that. I think it makes our lives richer. It helps us have more balance and a variety of experiences. And so now that we know that about each other, again, she doesn't take it personally that I'm like, she knows Am gonna have to have a list. She's gonna want to know like what we're doing, or at least what the plan is. And with her, I know that she's gonna want to have some fun. Like now, some other places that we've gone. One year we went to Miami, Florida together. And she's like, loves to be by the ocean for literal hours on end. I like to go to the beach. I like to be by the water. I like to sit out for a little bit. But once I've had my fill, I've had enough. And I don't got to do it again. She wanted to go out there every day. And like the second or third day, she was like, well, I'm going to go back out. Do you want to come? Nope. You got it, girl. Go to sit on the water and do what you're going to do. I'm going to stay here in the air condition and I'm going to chill out. And that's fine. Like we're able to travel together in such a way that honors our different perspectives and orientations to how we like to move and how we like to just kind of navigate the world around us. So if you are a J, try to loosen up a little bit, throw your list out of the window ever so often. And if you are a P, write a list ever so often and try to ground yourself. And it's okay to feel a little bit more stable or focused or like a planner when you need to. But fundamentally, what I want you to do is just be yourself. Hands down, full stop, period. I want you to be yourself. And hopefully these videos have helped you understand a little bit more about what it means to be you. And these things give us language to help us describe what it's like to experience us, both in our personal and professional relationships. So again, if you've enjoyed this series, please make sure you subscribe. Make sure that you have your notifications turned on so you don't miss the next video, and let me know what you think. What is your personality type? And you can tell me any of them. If it's Enneagram, what's your astrology sign? I'm a Virgo, hey. What's your strengths finder? Whatever it is that you like or that you want me to know, share it in the comments, and I can't wait to see you there and engage with you. And I'll see you in the next video. Bye, guys.